Dear students, let us continue with module number 2. In this lecture video, we will be studying connecting smart objects and communications criteria. So, first of all, we will see the communication criteria. So, the communication criteria describes the characteristics and attributes considered when selecting and dealing with connecting smart objects. When the smart objects are connected, how they will be connected, how far they will be connected, what will be its range, what will be its topology, what will be the frequency base. All these things will be described by the communication criteria. This is what the communication criteria describes about all the attributes of the smart objects which are connected with each other. The various technologies used for connecting sensors can differ greatly depending on the following criteria. The following criteria are considered for connecting the sensors. First criteria, it is a range. Second criteria, it is frequency bandwidth. Third criteria, it is power consumption. Fourth criteria, it is topology. Fifth criteria, it is constraint devices. And sixth criteria, it is a constraint node networks. So let us see the first one by one criteria. The first criteria, it is a range. It defines how far does the signal need to be propagated. That is, what will be the area of coverage for a selected wireless technology. The above figure shows the range considered here. So, this criteria explains how how far the signal can be received. It will be intercepted. So, based on that, it is divided on three parts: long range, medium range, and short range. Under the short range, we have like Bluetooth. It will be varying for few meters, 10 meters, and all those things. Next is medium range, in which like Zigbee 802.15.4, 802.15.4 GE, 1901.2 PLC, and all those things are there. Then long range technology 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G. So one by one we will be seeing the short range. The classical wired example is a serial cable. In this, for short range criteria, serial cable it is used. Wireless short range technologies are often considered as an alternative to a serial cable, supporting tens of meters of maximum distance between two devices. Between two smart objects we are connecting, only maximum 10 meters we can keep the distance for the short range. Example of short range wireless technology are IEEE 802.15.1, which is called the Bluetooth, and IEEE 802.15.7, which is visible light communications. These short range communication methods are found in only a minority of IoT installations. Next is medium range. In the range of tens to hundreds of meters, many specifications and implementations are available. So for medium range, 10 meter to 100 meter distance will be considered. So smart objects which are connected with each other should be in the range of between 10 meter to 100 meters. The maximum distance is generally less than 1 mile between two devices. Example for the medium range, it is IEEE 802.11, which is called Wi-Fi, and IEEE 802.15.4 and 802.15.4G. WPN, that is wireless personal area network. And wired technologies such as IEEE 802.3 Ethernet and IEEE 1900 1.2. These are also some technologies under the medium range criteria. Next is long range criteria. Distances greater than 1 mile between two devices require long range technology. Suppose two smart objects which want to communicate with each other and which are separated more than 1 mile distance, then we use long range criteria. So wireless examples are like 2G, 3G, 4G. So 2G, 3G, 4G, we have technology using which the objects, smart objects, which are at very far distance, they can communicate. Like we have mobile phone. If we have 4G technology, then phones which are separated beyond 1 mile, they can communicate with each other. They can share the data. Low powered wire, low power wide area communications have the ability to communicate over a large area without consuming much power. It will also not consume much power. These technologies are therefore ideal for battery powered IoT sensors. So it is good for battery powered Internet of Things sensors. It is found mainly in industrial networks, IEEE 2.3 over optical fiber and IEEE 1901 broadband power line communication are classified as long range but are not really considered IoT access technologies. Next is frequency band. Next criteria of communication is frequency band. Radio spectrum is regulated by countries and or organizations such as the International Telecommunication Union and the Federal Communications Commissions. These groups define the regulations and transmission requirements for various frequency bands. So we have some government or federal communications agencies which define the frequency band for the communication. So these groups define regulations and transmission requirements for various frequency bands. For example, portion of spectrum are allowed to types of communication, telecommunications such as radio, television, military, and so on. The whole broadband is divided for different use, for radio use, for television use, and military use. Focusing on IoT access technologies, the frequency band leveraged by wireless communications are split between licensed and unlicensed bands. Licensed spectrum is generally applicable to IoT long-range access technology and allowed to communication infrastructure deployed by services providers public service. So licensed spectrum is provided for the service provider or public service. For example, first responders, military, and broadcasters and utilities. Next is power consumption. Battery powered nodes bring much more flexible to IoT devices. If a smart object has the battery power, then it is more flexible to use. These nodes are often classified by the required lifetimes of their battery. A powered node has a direct connection to a power source, and communications are usually not limited by power consumption criteria. A powered smart object has a direct connection to a power source, and communications are usually not limited